Hey guys, this is Joyant and you are watching Tech Area Network. Before going to our today's session, I would like to thank you for showing your interest towards my Microsoft Hyper-V tutorial series on YouTube. As you can see that my tutorial number 2 of Hyper-V playlist on the screen, and it was all about the installation of Linux virtual machine in Microsoft Hyper-V. In reference to that video, today I will do an interesting project on a hybrid network. Today I will run Kali Linux on Microsoft Hyper-V and it will be on Windows 10 because most of us is not having Windows 2016, 2019 or any other server product. But we all have at least one Windows 10 PC or laptop. Before making a deep dive into the today's topic, I will recommend you to watch my previous videos on Microsoft Hyper-V tutorial series where you will get the stuffs from scratch to advanced ones. So let's start now. Firstly, we have to prepare our Windows 10 PC for Hyper-V and Kali Linux as well. We will have to go to Control Panel and open Programs and Features. Then we will go to the section Windows Features Turn On or Off. Here we have two options to turn on. Number one, Guarded Hosts is actually works like a shield. It provides additional protection for virtual machines to prevent tampering or theft by malicious administrator or malware. And number two is the Hyper-V itself. So let's check all the boxes here and click on OK and wait for applying the settings. To make the changes permanent, you have to restart your Windows 10 PC. So let's click on restart now and I will come back after restarting the PC. So after restarting the PC, let's open the control panel again. Let's go to Programs and Features and open Windows Features On or Off section. As you can see that Guarded Host and Hyper-V, both the features are enabled now. It means we are almost ready to make some virtual machines in this Windows 10 PC. As Hyper-V is enabled here, so let me show you the Hyper-V Manager in this PC. Let's click on Hyper-V Manager and here we go. This is my PC name, PC01, and this is the interface of Hyper-V Manager in Windows 10. For Hyper-V settings, Virtual Switch Manager and other stuffs, please watch my previous videos. You can get all the stuffs there. Now it's time to start the second phase of this session. Here we will have to download Kali Linux image from their official website. So from this link you can download the Kali Linux image file for Hyper-V. It's a large file and it will take time as per your internet speed. After downloading the Kali Linux image file, let's go to the folder where it has been downloaded. Let's now extract or unzip the file. As you can see, a new folder with the same name here. Let's go inside this folder. Here you will find three different folders. Let's start from the bottom. It's called Virtual Machines. It contains two files. One is with .vmcx extension. This is the binary machine configuration file. Previously it was an XML file. Another one is .vmrs file. This file contains virtual machines runtime state data and is usually the size of the active RAM used by the VM. Now inside the virtual hard disks folder, you can get the virtual hard disk of the Kali Linux virtual machine and the snapshots folder. By default, this folder contains no file. It will be used if you make any checkpoint or snapshot of this Kali Linux virtual machine. For more practical details, I will again recommend you to watch my previous videos on Hyper-V. Now let's open Hyper-V Manager from this Windows 10 PC. I usually start working with Hyper-V by configuring the virtual switch. So we have got three options here. I will go for the external one because I want the virtual machine to be connected to the internet or LAN. For more details about the virtual switch configuration, please visit my previous videos. So I have named the virtual switch as new virtual switch and I have mapped it with my Ethernet port. Now it's the time to import the Kali Linux virtual machine from the image file. A wizard has come up. Now click on next. In this step, we have to browse for the Kali Linux virtual machine folder which I have extracted earlier in this video. Let's select the virtual machines folder and click on select folder. In the next window, you will find that the virtual machine has been detected automatically by the system itself. Click on next. Here you have to go with the first option, that is the default one, register the virtual machine in place, and click on next. In this step, we need to select our pre-configured virtual switch. In my case, it was named as new virtual switch. So let's select new virtual switch and click on next. This is the summary page. This action will be taken if I click on finish. Review it carefully and click on finish. As you can see, the Kali Linux virtual machine is created here. Let's now connect the virtual machine and click on start to start the virtual machine. You will have to do nothing here. You just have to wait for the first login window here, and here we go. The default username is root and the password is TOOR. Let's put the username and password and click on login. So this is the interface of Kali Linux VM in Hyper-V. Lots of built-in apps or tools are there to work with. This is the most preferred terminal of Kali Linux. This is the file manager or file explorer. But before doing anything, let's connect this virtual machine to my working network. Here I will assign a local IP address to this Kali Linux virtual machine. Let's go to IPv4 settings, and here change the method from automatic to manual. Click on add to assign the IP address, subnet mask and the gateway. As I have assigned the IP address to this VM as per my network, so let's try to communicate with my another device in the same network. So guys, I can reach that device. These are some basic configurations here I have done so far. You can do lot more things with this VM. Hope you have enjoyed this video. Please subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon to get the all notifications immediately. Thank you.